I'm a rock and roller by heart, so that's why I rock and roll.
What does that mean, a rock and roller by heart?
It means when I carry myself down the street and I walk like this, the thing I'm thinking in my head is rock and roll music. I tend to wear my MP3 device, not an iPod, and listen to the sounds that make my day flow. And I'm very awkward, and sometimes I bump into people, like quite literally, like, oh, I'm sorry. And I think that's very rock and roll, to be in your own headspace. Did that answer the question sufficiently?
I actually like that version of rock and roll.
Yeah, it's a personal rock and roll. I invite you to bring your rock and roll to the space, because as you'll note, there's no sound in the space that has to do with music. Anyone else?
I don't understand it.
That's good. Keep working on it. It's not a B, C, D equals E type of thing. This piece is open to interpretation as many works are. It's not as conceptually defined as some past works I've done. I've used the title The White Room to act as a vehicle to bring implements in and make you consider what they mean. So, what does it mean to you?
How come you didn't get tired?
Should I really answer that question, or no? No, it's just a loop, just a video loop. I'm done. No.
Would you say those are your best moves?
No. It doesn't relate to painting. It does not relate to landscape. It has more to do with traditional performance art. Sans nakedness.
Okay, so
Without nakedness.
I'm curious about the segmented self-portrait. What's the reason why you chose to make yourself in pieces?
I was stacking the TVs up in the studio one day, and I was kind of surprised that they were essentially my height, and that's literally where the idea came from. And then it was a matter of finding a way to shoot it and execute it, and which was, there's a lot of questions as to, oh, do I want to make these things in sync? Oh, give myself a headache. That would be terrible with 5 DVD players. So I just let the piece kind of behave on its own, because it doesn't really matter. You get that it's me, you know, smoking in contemplation of these other objects in this space. And no, Dad, it's not marijuana. No, it's not necessarily a self-portrait. I don't know if you can get away from self-portrait when you use yourself. It's just inherent that people will read it that way. For me, it's not a self-portrait. I mean, if it was a self-portrait, it'd be a lot uglier. It's more of hitting, trying kind of a general idea about what a rock and roller might or might not be.